This is Merrill Henry. It's the 25th of April, 2008, and I'm 92 years of age. Last February, January 4, and I'm going to tell you a little story about when I was ice skating, way back when I was about 12 years of age. We had a big irrigation stream that flowed through our farm, and it would freeze over and make good solid ice for ice skating. And one day, in the spring of the year, the ice was melting out, and so I told Mother I wanted to go and ride a few icebergs. So she says, well, come back when you can, as soon as you can. So I went out and rode some icebergs. We'd pry them off the bank a little bit so we'd get them floating in the water, and then we'd jump on. And it floated downstream a little ways, and pretty soon it came to the shallow part, and it stopped, and I didn't. So I slid off into the water, and I just got wet all clear up to the waist. So this was freezing. This was ice water. Whoa. And so I decided, well, I better go home and change. And so when I got home, I went in, and my mom told me, well, go change. I went in there, and she had my clothes laid out on the bed. And I asked her, how did you know that I would need to change my clothes? She says, I know. Now, telling about ice skating again, this one year, I think it was 1931, we had some very, very cold, clear weather in November, around Thanksgiving time. And the stream froze over, all the canals and ditches, everything froze over solid. And this big stream where we did so much skating froze over, and ice was so clear that it didn't look like it looked just like water, only it was quiet. There's no waves or anything on the top. We could skate along the side where the shelf ice had frozen before, and that was good, safe skating out there. But we didn't dare go onto that clear ice until as we were skating along, one of my friends noticed that there was a crack in the ice, and looking at the crack, we could tell how thick the ice was, because we could see all the way through, and it was about 6 to 8 inches thick. Well, if ice is over an inch or an inch and a half thick, it was safe for us to skate on it. But under an inch, you better not skate on it, because it's very flexible, and you may bend it too much, and it will go in, and it'll break. So as we skated along, and we thought, well, we better test it at several places. And so we'd skate along, and then we kind of swing out onto it a little bit, onto the clear ice, and then back to the shore again, so that if it was rubbery, why, we would not go through. And we found that it was solid. And pretty soon we were skating all the way across and back and up and down the stream, and it was just so clear. You could see the bottom everywhere, the mossy rocks, any stones or fish or anything that was under there, you could see them under the ice. And that lasted until after Christmas. And we had the best skating. We could skate up and down the stream a mile or two at a time without any worry, because everywhere the ice was thick. And so right after Christmas time, right after Christmas Day, the wind started to blow. And then the storm came in, a snow storm, and it covered the ice up with snow. We went out and we shoveled the snow off the ice a number of times to keep a good skating area. But eventually it got ahead of us with drifts and everything. It was too much for us to shovel the snow, and so we had to give up our good ice skating for that year. End of story.